So, in tough news and saddening news, 98% of you that are watching my content are not subscribed to this channel. Please, please, please do subscribe. It really would make a big difference. And click on the notification bell so that you're notified every time I'm releasing a new video or if I am sharing an interview from Power Circle Conversations. Like it as well. It does let YouTube know that my content is worth watching. That's if you agree. And do comment. I would love to hear from you. I love getting feedback so I know what to do better or not to do or what you think. Stuff like that. Thank you. Bye. Welcome to my YouTube channel. Welcome back. If you've been here before, thank you for coming back. And if it's your first time, thank you so much for being here. I'm excited to converse with you. Yes? Yes. So today I actually want to speak about something that I've been struggling with doing for not too long though, just like quite recently. I haven't done this proper YouTube video thing in a while. I'm not too sure I remember how to do it properly. Bear with me, please. Let's have what we need to have right now, and then you'll tell me what I need to work on afterwards, right? In the comments, please. Yes. Thank you. So, what I want to speak about today is going back to your vision board and just double checking on your goals. I think here's my thing all the time is that when you create a vision board, it's something that I prefer to do at the end of the year. A lot of people also do it in the beginning of the year to plan for the rest of the year, right? But the issue comes when you don't have a breakdown of how you're going to be reaching those goals throughout that year. If you're only deciding that you're going to do this big thing, you're going to get the promotion, you're going to lose weight or gain weight or change your diet or whatever it is, whatever big goals that you have that you placed on your vision board. The issue is that we don't set out, most of the time, we don't set out a plan of how we're actually going to be reaching those goals that we've put on the vision board, which means that after a few months of getting into the year, it is quite easy for you to get to a point of being demotivated because life happens and life does not look at your vision board on your behalf and decide that we're going to stick to that, right? So you don't know what is really going to happen, and it's easy for you to get to a point where you're just like, I think those goals that I had set are a bit too far fetched, or I don't have the time right now, or the energy, or the capacity to push to get to that point. So, how we fix that is by setting, I call them mood boards, not setting, but creating. I call them mood boards, but they're really vision boards that are digital and not the actual physical vision board, which hopefully that's what you create, physical vision board. But the digital one that you get to keep as like your wallpaper or desktop, yeah, thing, right? That you get to look at on a daily basis. And the way that I create these mood boards is by looking at the vision board and then create like selecting a few things that I want to focus on for like the first 3 months of the year. And then just going creating that vision, a mini vision board without all of these big things or so many of these things, and just placing them in a licensnyana order like that. And then at the end of 3 months, go back and look at that mood board. And you'll find that because you look at it so much and you see it so often, it's easy for you to have actually reached some goals without realizing it, and others knowing intentionally that you've put in some effort into reaching that. And then when you're done with at the end of the 3 months, after looking at your mood board, you get to look at your vision board and see what have you been slacking on and what do you need to remove from your mood board and now add for the next 3 months. So this is June, July, middle of the year, where we get to look at how far we have come and also get to start sorting out our goals for how we want the rest of the year to go. It is a great time now in June to think about that, to plan around that, to work around that. So you don't get confused when you get to September and you're like, Kana, how do I want the year to end for me? And looking at your goals bit by bit, breaking them down bit by bit, helps you actually realize that they are attainable. Or it helps you see that the one goal that I had, or the few goals, some of the goals that I had, are not as important as I thought they would be. So right now, I'd like to adjust them a bit and say, this is how I actually want to do things, or this is what I'm actually trying to do, or this is what I was actually trying to say to myself when I thought about this big idea initially. So break them down. But anyway, it being the middle of the year right now is a great time if you hadn't been breaking down your goals according to what you had set on your vision board. If you haven't been doing it, it's a great time right now to go back and just have a look at it. And it's important to go back and look at what you have been doing. It's going to help you get motivated for what you need to continue to do, or what you need to start doing going forward. Because realizing that you have reached some goals and patting yourself on the shoulder for a few things that you have done is a really great way to help you get excited for what you need to do next. When you focus too much on the fact that there's goals that you need to achieve and there are things that you have not done, and you do that without looking at what you have done, it's easy to start feeling like you're off track or you're not actually going to attain it. But besides the setting of the goal, looking back at how far you've come, how great you've done, what you have achieved, because you definitely have achieved something or a few things. You definitely have done something right so far. Up until this point, you definitely have done something right, especially with the fact that you already did think about setting a goal and putting some action towards it. There's definitely something right that you have done. You just need to go back and remind yourself of what that thing is or what those things are, and then come back and think about what you still need to do and where you are going from here. When we are setting our goals and creating our vision boards, there's these grand thoughts that come to mind at that time. And when you start walking into those step by step, somewhere along the line, you realize some things are not that important anymore. And some things, as I've mentioned earlier already, now is the great time to do that, because you still have another few months until the end of the year for you to just double check, what am I really trying to do over here and what am I getting rid of, I guess. But yeah, that was the point of that. That was the reminder that just go to Canva, go to Pinterest, maybe have a board on Pinterest. I like taking the pictures there because better quality, and then moving them over to Canva because nice, what do they call those? Templates. Nice templates. The vision, it becomes nice and colorful again. You get excited about your goal again when you start setting it with a nice, like, vivid, creative thing going on. And just have a look at that. Create another one. Create a mini vision board for now. Don't overwhelm yourself. Have things that you know that you're going to be looking back at again in the next 3 months and just double check, am I on track? The nice thing that I like as well about the 3 month situation is that you get to see there are some things that I've already created a habit out of. There are some goals that I was trying to reach, and I'm already on a roll with that. So then I can get rid of that. There's some things that I have not done that I still do want to do, that are still important to me, that I'm just going to be keeping on the board at that time. And it almost comes basically as like a checklist to say, done, onto this one. And then with the one that you need to work on, then you can add on another thing. Not too much pressure, right? Because as soon as we get pressure, we get the overwhelmed, we get the I'm not going to do it right now, we get the procrastination, we get the that's the point. Go onto Canva, get a template for a vision board, and take some pictures, put it over there, have a look at your vision board, remove what you need to remove. Please make sure that you go back and you look at what you have achieved. That is such a beautiful thing for your mental health. Such a beautiful thing for your mental health to go back and look at what you have done right. Because then it reminds you to, like, I really can still do a lot right. What gave me that thing, that thought, that epiphany, that halala, in April, I got like that, on TikTok, like they'll show you this time last year on this day. Yes, there's that on this day thing. So it showed me what my April looked like last year. And I was like, I'm not happy. I'm in a sad because this is where I was at last year. And then I remember the goals that I had. And then I remember how things were right. And I remember how I was on track with certain things. And then I realized, yo, I'm not on track right now. And this is not what I was hoping for. But then I decided, let me make another recap video. Oh, yeah. So the on this day post was that last year, April, I made like a whole recap of what my April looked like. So I'm like, okay, this time let me make another recap video. Just see what happened this time. I really thought I didn't remember taking any pictures of anything. I didn't remember doing much. I just didn't, because I was sitting in the emotion that I was sitting with at that time, right? Only to find that while I was creating that post that I had a whole lot. I had done a whole lot. I had achieved a lot of what I really wanted to. And I just got reminded of things that are going right instead of comparing to what used to be right, knowing very well that at that time you were already comparing to another time. So comparing just doesn't work. We know that. Just creating another recap video at that time made me be like, yo, babes, you are fine, you did a lot, what a wow, proud of you, halala babes. And that made me think that, okay, we need to always go back to what we have done and just have a look at what things were looking like for the past few days, the past few weeks, the past few months. I hope it helps you, because it really did something for me. So I hope it does the same something for you. But yeah, just going back and being like, yo, my goodness, I actually also I like taking pictures of a lot of things. And sometimes it's not you that took the pictures, it's like somebody else, and then they send you those pictures on WhatsApp and whatever. And if you just go back to like your WhatsApp pictures and you're like, yo, babes, you actually did this, or you went there and you had really happy, exciting moments, it's so easy for you to get back to that feeling again. We can take you right back to that feeling again, child. It's okay. Double check on your goals, go onto Canva and create a vision board, and look forward to your future. Yes? Yes. Thank you so much for watching. If you got to this point, please don't forget to subscribe. Please don't forget to please don't forget to subscribe. I really would like that. And do click on the notification bell so that you are reminded next time I post a video, especially with the Power Circle conversations that I'm having, the interviews that I have on lives on other platforms that I bring onto YouTube over here. Those are really powerful conversations, hearing other people's thoughts and how they do things. And, it's very motivating. So notification bell, please, so that you get notified about all those videos. Please also do like this video and all the other videos that you're going to continue to watch. Or go back to all my videos and like, look, don't do that. Don't do it. I don't know. You choose. Yeah, but just like it. When you like a video, it does tell YouTube basically that like this video is worth watching. This video is a something. It's important. It's a vibe, and right. So then YouTube is like, oh, okay, sharp hair, and then it keeps on showing it up, and you don't know, it might reach the right person. It might reach somebody that really needed to hear it at that time. Okay. Okay. Thank you. Bye.